Welcome to Star Stable with Stacy. Are you ready for some beach summer fun? I am. Spaceberry is. Spaceberry has joined us because the Jorvik wild horses have also returned. So everyone's riding around on those and it's super fun to see them. I put him in the constellation tack from the spirit store because Spaceberry and Space Tack, I love it. And you'll notice Nova's had a bit of a makeover. She has been doing some promotions for Spirit, so she had a little bit of a lucky makeover, and it was really cute. So we'll stick with that hair for now, and we'll try something else out in the future. But I had to come down here and see the new NPC that has arrived at Fort Pinta Beach for the Chinese Lantern Festival. We've never done this one before, so I was very excited to come check it out. Now it is daytime, so the lanterns might not be as bright right now as they would be later on, but we still had to check in and see how she's doing. Kylie Summer Breeze. Hello, Kylie. Hello there. Look at her little heart on her face. You're wondering what kind of lanterns are hanging behind me? How cool that you're interested in them. I sell beautiful Chinese lanterns in every color imaginable. For many years, creating Chinese lanterns has been a hobby of mine, but now I plan to open this store to sell them. I just need to attract some customers. You want to help me find customers? Of course you can. I was just about to go send a Chinese lantern up into the sky, but you're very welcome to do it for me. I think that will attract more customers. In order to release it, take this lantern and go find a similar lantern hanging. The lanterns are never happier than when they are in heaven after all. Okay, so we have a yellow lantern, and we have to find a lantern launcher. I think they were over here. Some people have the dance floor already. Aha! Lighting the lantern. Cool! Oh look, someone sent theirs off in the distance. What? That's awesome! That looks really cool. We need to get a whole bunch. Thanks so much, Nova. It looks so pretty when they fly off like that. I bet we caught everyone's attention. Take this Chinese lantern as a thank you. Oh, no thank you. I'm very excited now. They're beautiful. I hope you guys get to enjoy this at nighttime when it's a little bit darker. But they look really, really pretty. We'll have to check back later and visit. We'll have to check back later and see them when it gets darker. It's time to check back in with Linda about the Sleeping Widow and see if she's discovered anything. Yawn, I've been looking all night and I think I found an old note from the mid-18th century. Listen to this. Oh. The legend of the Sleeping Widow goes back far in time. When the light of Adine spread over Jorvik and life was brought to the island, a handful of life wardens were created whose task it was to guard the growing life, to shield it, and to give warning if the flora and fauna of the island were ever threatened. These life wardens... Ooh, a picture. Oh. These life wardens were brought into existence in the form of trees, who would forever live on Jorvik. The humans discovered these trees, respected them, and let them live. The humans understood the trees were special, ancient, and that they served a higher purpose. The humans came to call them Primeval Trees. The Primeval Trees had different looks and abilities and were much stronger and more magnificent in the olden days, their glory days. Today, most of the trees slumber. They sleep, tired and haggard, lessened in power, not least by the exploitation of Jorvik's natural resources. It is said that the roots of the Primeval Trees penetrate all of Jorvik, and that the roots are linked together in an enormous network through which they can communicate. Awesome, huh? It's kinda like ancient internet. Kinda. You want to hear a little more, right? Yes, we do. It's a fascinating story which I just have to share with you, and it's important that you understand. You and I know of one of these Primeval Trees, the one on top of Scarecrow Hill. Oh! As the legend of the Golden Apple foretold, the witches have actually destroyed several Primeval Trees, but they only went for the trees that produced the golden apples, which the wicked witches shun. Other Primeval Trees were left alone. According to my writings, some kind-hearted witches have actually made alliances with the Primeval Trees to help strengthen their magical powers. At least half a dozen primeval trees are known to exist today, mentioned in various records. There could be a lot more. In one place, one of the trees goes by the name the Sleeping Widow. To understand this, we need to go back far in history, and I'll be brief. Once upon a time, the Forgotten Fields was a dense, enormous forest, at least as magnificent as Greendale. The forest was protected by 2 primeval trees, which constituted a happy couple. Everything was great. They were happy together and the forest flourished until the Earl built Jarlaheim. When Jarlaheim was built, a great part of the forest was cut down, and the growing population in the area took down more of the forest to make both firewood and more building materials. A stable was also needed for the Earl's cavalry. The Jorvik Stables was built, which later housed hundreds of horses. I love the views the videos were getting, the cutscenes. As more and more of the forest was destroyed, the landscape opened up and made room for necessary grazing grounds where all the Earl's horses could graze and run around during the day. In the blind eagerness of mankind, which often arises in their simple minds during times of great expanse, the foresters unfortunately cut down one of the 2 primeval trees in the area. It was a grievous mistake, but their damage was already done, and it was irreversible. The surviving primeval tree became lonely, and it grieved over the loss of its life companion. She lost her will to live. Through her grief, and through mankind's eager destruction and the grazing and stomping of the Earl's horses, the forest eventually died. During the centuries that have passed since the primeval tree became lonely, her wailing has sometimes been heard on the wind, a wail much like a persistent howl which chases around with the gusts across the windswept hills. And so there stood one lonely primeval tree and the Forgotten Fields. The area got its current name, the Forgotten Fields, after the Earl's cavalry and all the horses no longer were needed in Jorvik Stables. The lost forest and the grazing grounds was later forgotten since the area was no longer served any purpose for the humans. So much grief for such a short chapter in history. They say that the wailing of the primeval tree can no longer be heard. It's not because she has stopped grieving, but rather that she has fallen asleep of exhaustion, resignation, and sorrow. She's on death's door, if she isn't dead already, but we hope she isn't, of course. With this knowledge in mind, it's an easy conclusion to draw that the old tree in the southwest corner of the Forgotten Fields actually is identical to this Sleeping Widow. How everything is connected to Lisa's current critical location in Pandoria, I can't quite figure out, but if she says the tree must be woken, I guess we'll wake it. I myself would have tried to make my way to Pandoria and tried to save her there, but it's extremely risky, not to mention impossible to return from thereafter. But how do you wake a magical, slumbering primeval tree? I'm sure you could figure it out, Linda. Oh. I think you should talk to Elizabeth directly. It seems obvious that this primeval tree, the Sleeping Widow, can't just be woken up by a regular alarm clock. If anyone has any idea of what kind of magic would be required to awake a slumbering primeval tree, it must be Elizabeth. And Nova, I have a certain feeling that you'll get to use your fragment of Adian's light. If you're not already carrying it in your bag, you should stop by the supply in your stable and bring it with you to Elizabeth. That would save you a lot of time. Good luck. Oh, do we have it? No, we'll have to go pick it up. Thank you for the heads up, Linda. Elizabeth, help us! The tree is dying! It cannot die. What a tale! What turn of events! We must indeed awake the Sleeping Widow to see if she can rescue Lisa. If Lisa says it is so, then it must be the way to rescue her from Pandoria. If it doesn't work, we'll try to find another way. Maybe the roots of the primeval tree reach further than we ever could expect. Anyway, I know of 2 things that can shake the ancient primeval tree enough to give it the energy it needs to wake up. The tree needs light, strength, and water. That's 3. You must do 3 things. 1. Fill a bottle of Adian's tears. You know, the dew from Adian's flowers that grow around here. 2. Energize the fragment of Adian's light by the runestones up here in the same way you did last time. You need to have the fragment with you. If you don't have it in your bag, oh, we do. The 3rd thing you need to do is to illuminate the tree with the energized fragment and water it with Adian's tears. These 2 tasks need to be performed at night. During the night, the magic is undisturbed by the bustle of daytime, and the effect of Adian's power is so much stronger. Take the rune staff and ride up to the runestones behind the house here and energize your fragment of Aiden's light. This time, do it like this. First, use the rune staff on the runestone of the sun. Then place the fragment onto the runestone to energize the shard with the light of Aideen. If you can't find the fragment in your bag, you're guaranteed to have it in the supply of your home stable. You know, a white shining stone. I know you can't have lost it. It's because we can't. We can't delete it. Oh, yes, I have it. I have it. Take this purple tear-shaped bottle and gather up as much dew as you can find on the flowers of Aideen. You'll need it to water the primeval tree, the Sleeping Widow. Thank you very much. We have it. I'm glad I made a little space in my bag. This is all full of spirit stuff. There's so much stuff you can buy for spirit, for outfits and shirts and goodies. There's even a pet I didn't know you could get. Look, it's Lucky's teddy bear. Okay, so wand. Oh. Dismount. Wand. Ooh. Look, Spaceberry, look. We're doing magic. I'm glad he decided to look because that was really cool. Okay, now the rune stone. Ooh. Awesome. Okay. Lastly, we need Aideen's tears. Our magical power is growing. Yay! We get to look for the tears while blue. Love it. Oh, Spaceberry, you look fabulous. He matches our summer shirt. Magnificent. The fragment has been energized with great power. And you filled a bottle. Great job. Here, take the full bottle with you. You're ready to go to the Sleeping Widow. Wait for the night, then wake her. On your way, take the detour past Starshine and update him with the turn of events so he'll know what's going on and is ready to help Lisa out of the crack, provided you succeed in waking the tree. Thanks for your reassurance, Elizabeth. Nova! How's it going? I've almost lost touch with Lisa and this blasted crack is about to close on itself. Panic! So you found out who the Sleeping Widow is? Do tell. So the Sleeping Widow is a primeval tree. Interesting. It's not that far-fetched of an idea. Well done, Nova. Not to mention Linda, too. Now let's hope that whatever is binding Lisa and the Sleeping Widow's fate together also saves Lisa. We'll have our answer tonight. I'll stay behind ready to help Lisa when you awake the primeval tree. I'm sure to be able to keep the crack open until midnight at least. Get on your way to the primeval tree on the Forgotten Fields, and wait until nightfall to perform the necessary rituals. Best of luck. May the light of Aideen be with you. Oh, we're on our way. Is that it right there? Ooh, it looks real gnarly. It's really cool looking, but I would like it to look healthy. The primeval tree slumbers deeply. It's surrounded by an aura of heavy grief, and an overwhelming weakness washes over you, as if the tree relentlessly weighs you down with its great sadness over the mistakes of mankind. Mistakes that made this tree lose its beloved life companion. In this state of mind, it's going to be hard staying awake until tonight's big task. You can only awake the primeval tree at midnight. Await nightfall there. Waiting for the night. I'm glad we don't have to wait till actual midnight to do this. Okay. Here it comes. Here comes the night. We're ready. Ooh, it's so spooky, but beautiful as well. You and Spaceberry almost fell asleep by the tree. By sheer force of will, you managed to stay awake. It is now midnight. The primeval tree seems thirsty after centuries of grief, as if it hasn't drunk from the life-giving water in a long time. We have some, don't worry. Oh! That seemed to have worked. Creek. Water, so full of strength and life. Aideen? The primeval tree seems pale after centuries of grief, as if it hasn't embraced the light of the sun in a very long time. We could fix that as well. Is it working? By the light of Aideen. Who are you? What have you done with Aideen? The tree is talking to us now? It's growing leaves! Are you the one who awakens me? Are you the one who opens my eyes with the light of Aideen, moistens my throat with her tears, and makes my tree creak and crackle as in the days of my youth? Oh, is it you? For Lisa's sake. And the rune stones have lit up as well. This is so exciting. Oh, crackle. By the distant ghost of my roots, who are you? Who fights for the light in these dark times? Let's wait and watch. Let me think and creak and crackle for a little while. It's been so long since my branches murmured and my mind crept into action. Let's creak and crackle here for a while. I promised Lisa, and promises are made to be kept, even those made to humans. Why should I keep a promise to the people who betrayed me? But you are more than that. You're not only humans, you are the bringers of Aideen's light. You fight for the same causes I do. Lisa persuaded me. My roots reached her in her abominable prison. She needed help, and she promised to help me. To help you would help Lisa, which would help me. I shall do what I can, watch and learn. It's gonna teach us something. Ooh! What is happening? This is so exciting. My force isn't so strong. It's far from what I'd hoped. I wonder if my strength is enough. I must rest now. I'm so tired. Find your friends. Behold the result of my success, or vanish forever through the work of my possible failure. I do not know how my attempt went. I guess that's all we can really ask is for the tree to do its best. Ride to Starshine and see if Lisa's been rescued. Come on, Spaceberry, let's go! Whatever could this be? Something is shimmering in the grass. Oh no! The Primeval... Your horse is injured and stuck in a trap? What? What is happening? Someone's hiding in the bushes. Oh no! Get out! Who's this hiding over here? They probably have something to do with the nasty trap that Spaceberry got stuck in. No! She's laughing at us! Oh no. Now we've got you and your wretched horse. This is what happens when you go about watering trees in the middle of the night. We got you now, Nova. We'll make mincemeat of you and your horse and send you off to the blissful pastures of Pandoria's eternal prison. You cannot get away. Justin, grab onto her. Now! Me? Why me? I know her. Or I mean, you're the one who's holding the chains. Stop! It's Lisa! Lisa! Be gone, you spineless weasels! Lisa, but you were imprisoned in Pandoria. How is this possible? Lisa's back! Ah! I'm so excited. Oh, she's powerful. Not so confident now, are we? Your knees are shaking all over now that you're not hiding in ambush, cowardly lowlifes. You may outnumber us, but you don't scare me. I'll give you a taste of your own medicine. But by the light of Aideen, Justin, what are you doing with these fools? What? Me? Well, I thought that... I mean... You can't seriously have joined those guys. For real? Dark Core? Yeah, come on, Justin. He's one of us now. Mr. Sands is his grandfather, and he has joined the true side. Our side. The dark side. Yes, precisely. It is true, Lisa. I've made an alliance with my grandfather, and I know and trust I'm doing the right thing. I could feel it in my heart. Whoa. I can tell I've been gone from the island far too long. Very well. Stand there with the others, Justin, if that's what you truly want. Stand there and face the same fate as your newfound friends. Eat this. She told him, yeah! She lit them up. Run away, run! Lisa's gone insane. Get away from here. That made them run. It was the funniest thing I've seen in a long time. They got away, but they all learned a lesson. This time, I only intended to scare them. I think the danger has passed. For this time. Thank you, Lisa! This was so exciting. Hi, Nova. It's so good to see a friendly face again. Whew. Starshine told me that you and Spaceberry were on the way here. You're a real hero. You made the Sleeping Widow save me, and Starshine was able to help me out of the crack and away from that horrid Pandoria. No words can describe how grateful we are that you saved me from this place. It was quite the ordeal, I'll tell you. But enough about me. Are you okay? You're not hurt. My horse might be. Oh, I see. Your poor Spaceberry is seriously injured. That was a nasty trap. I can heal your friend if you'd like. As you might know, the Circle of Stars is the power I'm most able to master, and that the star symbolizes the power of healing. Let me heal your poor horse. Thank you, Lisa. Spaceberry appreciates it. Ooh. Wow. That's an awesome power to have. Look at that. That went better than expected. Your beautiful Spaceberry is light as rain. That was a mean trap. Nothing to toy around with. Those Dark Riders shouldn't be keeping such dangerous items in their arsenal. Well, they are the bad guys. I'm really grateful you saved me. I mean it. It wasn't a pleasant experience being imprisoned in Pandoria, I can tell you that much. Those idiots I just scared off succeeded in ambushing Starshine and I when we were off guard. This time, the story had a happy ending, but this cannot happen again. We really need to be on our watch now, right, Nova? 100%. Alright, I understand things are happening on the island. I haven't paid much attention to any ongoing events myself since I've more or less been stuck in Pandoria ever since I last stepped onto Jorvik's stables. Of course, I could tell you lots of fun stories from my time as a touring rock star, but that's hardly important right now. We could do that later. Between you and I, Nova, it's not that cool and glamorous to be a rock star. I'll have you know it's lots of hard work and stressful tour schedules to keep. Fame isn't everything. It's nice to be back here where my face isn't that well recognized. I think it is, though, but they appreciate you in a different way. At least anymore. The fans forget you quickly. But my friends last forever. I hope you and I will become good friends. Anyway, enough about that. You're right, Nova. We must see the others and meet the druids. I was thinking the same. At least I can get an update on the state of things, but before all that, I'll need a change of clothes and a good rest, and something to eat. Let's wait with the druids tomorrow. Rest and recovery goes above all else this time. I also owe a favor to the Sleeping Widow, but that'll have to come later. After these escapades, we really need rest. Tomorrow, you can ride to Elizabeth and tell her I'm back, so she can summon the druids to a meeting. I'll see you later, and listen, once again, thank you. Good night. Oh, good night, Lisa. I can't believe we just met you. It's a miracle! Lisa has returned. That's all we have time for today, but thank you guys so much for joining me on such an epic adventure. We saved Lisa! Finally! Since day one, we've been wanting to bring the Soul Riders together, so now the only one that remains missing is Anne. We'll have to find out what's going on with her, and hopefully, at some point, we can save Justin. Maybe once they're all back together, we can save him. I don't know. But I cannot wait to find out more. So we will speak to Elizabeth next time, and I will see you guys then. Bye!